Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
Welcome to another edition of Zach's Top Stock Picks. I am Brian Bolin, and I'm the aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zach's, and I've got a top stock pick for you, and then my colleague Nina Mishra will follow up with one of her great ideas. All right, so let's jump right to my good idea. It's Marathon Digital. Marathon Digital is the name. M-A-R-A is the ticker. It's a Zach's rank number 2. That gives it a buy. F for growth, surprisingly, and F for value. And we can see the stock is up big today, 8.6%. And it's moving because this is a Bitcoin miner. I think we can scroll down here. You know, it's in the blockchain ecosystem, and they mine Bitcoin. They sell the Bitcoin at hopefully at higher prices to pay for operations. Some small research has told me that the company has mined some 8,500 Bitcoins in the year 2024 and has sold 4,400 of them. And I'm not certain on most of those numbers on where it all stands, but we go look through the 10Ks and Qs to figure out what's going on. But obviously, stock bounced, had earnings and went down to 18, popped up to nearly 28. The other day there was a talk of private equity or a private equity firm, basically Starboard Asset Management, looking to buy an activist, buy into the company and find out what's going on, see if they can't improve operations, because operations aren't necessarily as great as they expected. Here we can see that they've missed earnings 3 times and then an earnings meet. But as we can see, the loss is getting bigger and bigger per quarter, and that's not what you want to see from a business. And when we take a look at estimates, we see that over the last 60 days, this quarter has gone down. This quarter has held still. This quarter hasn't. For the full year, we've improved, and next year we've really improved from 72 cents to 51 cents. But if we can see, this year we're going to lose 20 cents. Next year we're going to lose 51 cents. That's not necessarily what you want to see, especially when you take a look at the revenue growth. 637 million this year, 945 million next year. That's 64% this year, 48% next year. That's a big amount of revenue growth. When we talk about the valuation here, it's kind of hard because there are no earnings here. We're getting a price to book of 2.3 times and a price to sales of 12 times. Operating margins going the wrong way. So maybe Starboard Asset Management, is going to try to whip these guys into shape and get them producing better, have at least more operational efficiency, which you would think they would be able to have. Now, if we look at the stock price here, you would think that this follows right along with Bitcoin, but it doesn't. There was big excitement over this, especially running up into this earnings announcements. Tech wreck of 22 hurt it as Bitcoin kind of suffered and lagged. But ever since Bitcoin has really been taken off here at about that time horizon, stock hasn't done too much. But now there's definitely some good interest in it, and it's MARA, M-A-R-A, with Bitcoin topping $106,000 per Bitcoin. I think it's definitely worth a deeper look. All right, that's it for me. Let me hand this over to Nina Mishra for her top stock pick of the week.
Thanks, Brian. I'm Nina Mishra, and my top pick of this week is Taiwan Semiconductor. The ticker symbol is TSM, and I'm sure most of you are aware with the company familiar with the company, because this is, I believe, arguably one of the most, if not the most important company in the world. So let me share my screen and let's go from there. So Taiwan Semiconductor, TSM, it's the world's largest contract chip maker. So it is the most advanced chip maker in the world, and 60% of the global foundry market and 92% of the most advanced semiconductors, which are transistor and components smaller than 10 nanometers. And the company reported excellent results recently. Apple and Nvidia are its largest clients. So if you go to the quote page on Zacks.com, you will see that it is currently a Zacks ranked number one, a strong buy stock. And as I mentioned, it reported excellent results recently. And after reporting its results, you will see that analysts have raised their estimates, and estimates for the current year and next year, they have gone up significantly since its results reporting. Now let's talk a little bit more about the results. So strong, very strong results, beating on the top and bottom line. The company said that AI boom is real. And they also raised their guidance. Revenue for the quarter was up 39% year over year, and net profit was up 54%. And recently, they reported their sales for the month of November. Those sales were up 34% year over year. And one more slide I wanted to show you. This is from TSM's presentation. So you will see that these smaller chips, 7 nanometer and below, they are increasingly accounting for larger share of their revenue, and high performance computing, which is used in these AI applications, they now account for more than 50% of the revenue for the company. Now, the stock is up 102%, or more than doubled year to date, but it is a volatile stock. You will see that because of the rising geopolitical risks, the stock turns to be volatile. And recently, a few weeks back, Trump said that Taiwan should pay for its security. So the stock sold off then. So there are opportunities to buy the stock, and any dip should be used as a buying opportunity. Now, regarding the geopolitical risks, obviously there is a risk that China may invade Taiwan, and that invasion will severely disrupt global chip supply. And that will also have an impact on China, because China also relies on TSMC for its most advanced chips. In fact, China is TSMC's third largest revenue contributor by geography, accounting for about a tenth of TSMC's sales. So I think China will keep that it will take that into consideration, and maybe they will not try to disrupt the global chip supply. But as far as TSMC is concerned, they are trying to expand their production in other countries. So currently 80 to 90% of the production is in Taiwan, but they are setting up foundries in other countries, including in US and in Japan. So recently they said that their first Arizona plant has begun trial production, and it will start volume production in 2025. And one more chart I wanted to show you. So if you look at the price consensus and EPS surprise chart, the company has missed only once in the last 5 years. And you will see that since this AI boom started, the company has been reporting blockbuster results quarter after quarter. Again, this is the Zacks rank number one strong buy rated stock. Analysts love the company, and most investors do too. So I think it's definitely worth a look. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out zacks.com/promo for an interesting offer. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube video channel so that you do not miss anything. And we will see you with more interesting topics next week.